I'm Dr. Ritesh Agrawal, and I know I have to do something in addition to keep you awake and alive after biryani. So please bear with me, and I would request you to. I will keep it interactive. So we talk a bit, and the session, as you see, is on the topic embedding generative AI into business strategy. Those sitting at the back, if you guys are really interested, please come in front and join me. Thank you so much. So what is business strategy? Anyone has the answer? No problem. What is business strategy? Anyone who is responsible for designing some business strategy for themselves or for their customers or for their own organizations? Yes, sir, please.
The strategy is to define design the business to maximize our revenue and profit competition.
Oh, wow. So something that can help us maximize our revenue, profits, beat competition, everything that revolves around business is strategy, all right? And what is AI or generative AI? Heard this term before? Yeah, every day you are listening to it. Some of you are already using it, like in form of ChatGPT. Some of you who are sending your leave applications, are you using ChatGPT? Maybe when you are responding to your girlfriend after a fight, some of us are using ChatGPT for that. So that is the generative AI that we are already using. I know those of you who are smiling, you might be using it for sure. So let's see what is generative AI. Like, there's some understanding around it, but this is the definition, and it refers to systems that create new content like text, images, code, audio based on input data, right? So whatever input data you will give, you will get some outcome. That is generative AI. And these inputs are also called as prompts. If you look at the kind of examples that we are already using, we are using Joule from SAP, we are using ChatGPT, we are also using Copilot from Microsoft, 𝗨𝗏𝗺, as well as maybe Canva also has some sort of AIs which are able to generate pictures for you, right? The kind of impact that we are looking at is it enhances creativity, innovation, and automation. How many of you agree to this? That it really enhances your creativity. Anyone who is very active on social media platform or LinkedIn, Facebook, yeah? Have you tried modifying the kind of outcome you get from your own ideas? If someone has done it, yeah, perfect. All right, we already have audience who is doing it. What kind of innovation or automation do you see when you are doing it? It tells you a lot of things which you are not aware of. Maybe in my case, my English vocabulary is very limited, but I'm surprised how ChatGPT helps me in writing wonderful invites when I'm on my LinkedIn, when I'm using it for my LinkedIn. Automation, just with few prompts, you can generate whatever you want to generate. So I was not surprised, I was pleasantly shocked to see how kids in 3rd standard are using it to write 500 words essay. How many of your kids are using ChatGPT for this? Anyone? Yeah, they are using it. So kids are, as we say, more industrious than us. So some of us have been listening to this term AI since a long time. The first time when I heard about it, I was in my first year of engineering. So it has been already 20 plus years that I'm listening to this. And then as we gradually proceeded, we did some automation projects for your work or in your personal life because you feel a peer pressure. We can be honest, in this room there are just a couple of people and no one knows anyone else. So yeah, you're using it because someone else is using it. Yeah. So I wonder, 20-25 years ago there used to be an ad on Doordarshan ki uski sari meri sari se 𝗕𝗂𝗀𝗀, and that's the reason the lady goes and buy a detergent, which was advertised over there. So some of us are using AI because of this, right? Like because others are using it. If you talk to your customers, some of you who are implementing it for any of your customers want to use it because there's a knee-jerk reaction. Others are using it, I want to use it. Others are using it, I have to use it. Then there are sellers in the market who are telling that this company has been successful. Their revenue increased by 200 times when they started using AI, right? So what is happening is that we want to jump into AI, but we don't know how. Yeah, we are doing a lot of use cases, but some of these are not successful. How many of you invested a lot of time and efforts and money on some AI use case, but now you find it is not useful? Or you are not telling to your customer, but you know it is not useful for them? Any raise of hands wherein the use cases didn't work out the way you wanted? Or there were no use cases at all, you just went and implemented it. So this is the reason we are looking at a strategic framework, and this framework can help you simplify your integration journey into actionable and achievable steps. And when I do this session for companies, for corporates, we do it as a 1 day or 2 day workshop, wherein we take them through this entire journey. And this is what I'm going to do over here. So some of you who want to take pictures or make notes, you can do this. Because at the end of this, like if you follow this for a day or something with your peers, possibly at the end of the day, you will have your implementation roadmap for AI. So let's see. The framework that I'm proposing over here has been named Usage. This is not a standard framework. This is the name that I like. This is the name that I'm selling. And this is the name that is already selling. So let's see, what is Usage? Usage stands for understand, survey, align, guide, and evaluate. I'm going to take you through all these 5 pillars so that we know what we have to do here. In the understand phase, we need to learn about AI through education and valuable use case identification. So there are a lot of learning materials on learning.sap.com. My dear friend Raja Gupta today, he offered a session on what are the resources that you can use to learn, and most of them are freely available. There are courses from Harvard, from MIT, which are also available on internet for free that you can do. And yeah, none other than our own IIM Bangalore. Then you need to do a survey. Survey your own business or your customer's business and technology landscape to audit the readiness. You want to do AI, but you are not ready. Why you are not ready? Can I hear some answers? What do you think could be blocking you from the readiness towards AI? Budget, first thing first.
Not sure
money.
I'm going to get this ROI.
Yeah. What is the kind of ROI that we can get? What other things do you think can stop you? Our own limited knowledge about AI? We don't know.
I think
What?
that's the first thing which comes into mind.
That is the first thing that comes into the mind. Then people resist change. How many of you have heard this or said this to someone? AI आ गया है, job लेके जाएगा. Heard it? Yeah. So when I was growing up in 2000, there was this some Y2K problem, and immediately after that they were saying that just before this they were saying that computers will take away all the jobs. Ironically, as I see now, because I also source people for IT companies, that some of the IT departments have the maximum number of people, like those many number of people are not even there on the production shop floors. So this is the irony, and people are not ready, people resist change. What else can you think of today? What else could be holding you from moving towards AI? Ethics, AI ethics, another huge area. How to secure some data, private data. What kind of bots are using it? Yes, sorry? Explainability. Can you explain it a little bit?
That is the problem.
Yeah, okay. Amazing.
When AI gives answers,
Yeah.
what is the basis for it to give a particular answer?
What is the basis for that particular answer? All right. Simplicity of implementation, right? We are getting good answers, yeah. So yes,
Lack of data.
lack of data. Data happens to be one of the biggest impediments because garbage in, garbage out. So not just data, quality of data that is available. How many of you have personally experienced this, that when you started using ChatGPT somewhere in 22 or 23, and now when you and now that you are using it, it sounds little more intelligent than how you started using it in 22 or 23. How many of you agree to that?
Definitely much.
Much different, yeah. Because now it has a lot of data, which is fed by us. So it's working on our data. Garbage in, garbage out. Alignment. Align your planned initiatives to measurable business goals. Without this, what will happen is that, again, our AI will be a knee-jerk reaction. Guide our rollout through governance, training, and iteration. So AI needs a lot of governance. I wonder how many of you know that there are government policies which are getting framed around AI. Some governments are not ready because they are still lagging behind having a policy on AI. They don't know how it is going to impact. By the way, do you know there is a Ministry of AI in a country? Like this is the first country and the only country to do that. The Ministry of AI. There's an entire ministry. This is with UAE, yeah. So we are trying to see, to use AI, what are the kind of compliances, regulations that we can put into place, and this takes time. Evaluate performance through your own metrics and feedback from your users. So let's start this roadmap. Let's start looking at having our own AI roadmap. So first thing first, we need in any organization is people, right? So like Sindhu said in morning, that technology is as good as people who are either creating it or using it, right? So organizations will need people who understand how to apply AI strategically. So this could be one of the early requirements when you are starting your AI journey. So as I said earlier, that we present this session, the one that I'm delivering here in 30 minutes. We do it in a day or 2 days, so it's a 16 hours of journey that I'm trying to do in 30 minutes. Sometimes I'll be rushing through it. So we start with identifying people who can help you with AI. Put them through an AI literacy program. What is AI literacy? Telling them about what is AI, how to implement AI, what are AI ethics, what are the things that you can do and what are the things you shouldn't do. So there are business advantages of AI literacy, and we are also looking at ethical and responsible AI usage. What could be some of the immediate business advantage some of you can think of from AI literacy? Not from AI, but from AI literacy.
People can know how to leverage available tools, technology platforms.
People can leverage what is available with them. Like my father don't know that he has an AI on his mobile phone, on his Android mobile phone. So when you go to Google, there's Gemini that is ready to give him some answers. So if I would have taken him through this AI literacy, possibly he would be able to use Google or his phone better. Do you agree? This is an example of AI literacy. Any other example that will directly impact business?
Easy to communicate between clients.
Easy to communicate between clients. How, sir? Like, and what is the business advantage? Any use case for communication?
So if we get to know the requirement correctly, then we can deliver it.
Okay, so you want to use AI for customer requirements, which are never finalized, always changing? Come on. AI will leave the world. Okay? So if you are going to capture customer requirements through AI. But yeah, that was on a lighter note. Any other example that leaves you with some business advantage with AI literacy?
Know where not to use it.
Where not to use it, yeah. So I think you are also touching upon ethical and responsible AI usage, where not to use it, where to use it, with a little more impact, right? So people are using ChatGPT today to generate some meaningful text, but how many of you know that it can also generate pictures for you? Go and try on your free accounts, maybe 4 or 6 pictures it will generate for free, and after that you have to pay. Then we need to create a culture that can cultivate AI literacy. So for this, we have to invest in training. If you are one of the decision makers, invest in the AI training. And this kind of workshop could be your first step towards getting through AI literacy. Partner with AI consultants like me. So you can go to the market because if you look at it, our strong suite has been ERP or SAP, assuming most of you are from SAP or ERP environments. So why not go to other AI companies? We are sitting in Bangalore, a lot of startups are around AI. Go to them and see what kind of product they have. Provide opportunities for testing. This is very important because there should be phases of testing in which people can test it before deploying it. This testing could be around the functional testing, data testing, as well as usage testing. What if your end user don't want to use it? How many of you are facing issues with end users, still not ready to use something or any of the AI products? No, they are accommodative, very good. I have had some super users or key process users who tells us that AI will not work over here. This is a controlling system, AI will not work here. This is my production plant, don't even touch it. All right, I'm in this company since 30 years. If you want to come again, don't talk about AI in front of me. So I heard all that. Make AI learning resources available. What SAP has done is that most of the learning resources has been made available. Your own organization can look at what is the kind of learning resources which are available in the market. They can bring it to you and lead by example. If you are spearheading your organization or your department or your teams or that particular use case or the process, use AI, tell people how to use AI or learn how to use AI and teach them how to use AI. So this is how you can bring in AI literacy. We need to have an AI literacy roadmap first. So for this, you create an action plan to assess your team's current AI knowledge and build an AI literacy roadmap business advantage. Once you start mapping literacy to business advantage, what you can do, we can start getting budget. When you show it to the CFOs and people in the finance, this is how they see that there will be some ROI. I'll give you a classic example of where a lack of AI literacy failed. How many of you have written SAP certification exams? Anyone? All right, great. So even if you have written one exam, you would know training for 21 gentlemen from defense of in a Gulf country, and they were so dependent on generating the answers or finding the answers to the possible questions through ChatGPT and some other tools that I had a record after training this particular batch. All 21 gentlemen who were major colonel or whatever, they failed. And they failed because possibly for everything else they were using ChatGPT, and they thought that for this one we don't have to go to that particular PDF, those 200, 400 pages books. And this is a classic example where I would say that they didn't have the AI literacy. But their organizations were very advanced, like they brought in a lot of AI tools for them at pretty early stages of another AI implementation project. So they thought everything could be solved by ChatGPT. We need to guide impactful AI adoption. When I say impactful, it should help you clarify organizational objectives. What are the objectives of your organization for taking up this AI project? Again, not because someone else's shirt or sari is more white. We need to know what are our own organizational objectives, what are the pain points, and how to brainstorm how AI could help. So there are many use cases within your own organization wherein you need to see whether an AI is really required, right? There are many things on which AI is not required. Let's just leave it aside here. Then I've kept these two things separate from the other because what is happening is that if you read the first one, it says the business strategy should drive AI implementation. How many of you agree that in this era, there's a rush for an AI implementation and hence this is driving the business strategy or changing the business strategy? It is more like this thing cannot be done through AI, let's leave it. Would you leave your business if it couldn't be done through AI? No, right? So the business should drive AI implementation rather than the other way around. Then we need to align AI solutions on our specific problems which are from the business. Again, over here you will see what are the ready-made solutions in AI for manufacturing. What are the ready-made solutions in AI for automotive? You are going to the market and buying it. I am surprised it's a Bangalore-based company which is helping companies to reduce attrition. And a lot of companies are buying it. Even the companies where there's no attrition. So why to even go to AI if you don't need it? Put AI into practice. So we are talking about actions, not just talks. So you need to host brainstorming sessions, stay informed about the industry trends, engage with external experts, because when you bring external experts, they can see things from the balcony what you cannot see because of your own blind spots. How many of you from within the CIO office have faced this issue that this is my brainchild? This application, I made it in 1972. I made it in 1945 when the world was going over. Now you cannot take it from me, right? So within our own applications, we have a lot of emotions, we have a lot of investment. So invite other experts who can give you some guidance. if you look at the requirement objectives, we are looking at an unbiased audit for the current organizational capabilities, how capable I am to invite AI in my organizations, and define what is needed. If you cannot define what is needed, possibly you will implement something that is not needed, right? So those of you who have attended some soft training sessions on goals, you would know that you need to define those goals in a smart mechanism, and that's what I'm asking you to do. All this goes into an AI requirements document. How many of you are working on an AI project without having an AI requirements document? Either no one is working on it, or no one has the document, or you have a document which was used again in 1972 when SAP started. All right? But so this time you need to have an AI requirements document that will help you audit your compute infrastructure, catalog data sources quality and secure, estimate the carbon footprint of our proposed AI solution. Why? Because again, sustainability is another hot area next to AI. So we don't want to do something that takes away the sustainability part and create a budget estimate. So you should have a budget, you should have a calculated budget on what you need to do and how much of it needs to be spent. Another action item is performing skill gap analysis. So you need to identify the AI roles which are needed for the solutions that you are targeting. So there are a lot of AI consultants, as well as, within CIO offices, there are a lot of people who are coming with a new tag which talks about AI. So you need to identify the AI roles, not within the CIO office, but also across the plants, across the end users, across the organization. There should be process champions, there should be key users whom you should be able to onboard over here. Compare the requirements with our current team and their AI readiness. Do a skill gap across technical teams, across the business teams. Identify AI thought leaders, people who are trying to drive AI or bring it into your ecosystem. Retrain and upskill existing employees, and set up some innovation labs. So I hope you are aware in SAP there are so many innovation labs. How about in your own organization? Do you have innovation labs that talks about AI implementation? Yeah, there are a lot of initiatives that has been taken in past 18 months. So be a part of it, go around, play, or you can always attend such sessions, see what is here at the pods, and possibly replicate it in your own organization. So these are the ideas. You need to do a AI risk analysis as well. Identify potential issues before they escalate. Ensure legal and regulatory requirements are followed. Mitigate biases and ethical concerns. So for this, I hope you know that there are there are severe laws that EU has come up with, right? Especially for AI. So you need to be aware in what geographies you are operating. What are the local laws? What are the global laws that restricts or enable AI usage? Identify operational challenges and create a catalog of all the AI risks specific to your business. Key risk analysis focus areas. So data, garbage in, garbage out. So you need to start with the quality of data, the data security, privacy and permissions. Model safe, how safe is your AI model? Are you able to follow all the AI ethics and the legalities around it? Review the existing framework. So there are two frameworks which are becoming very popular. They will be more as we grow, but you can currently review whatever you are doing and compare it with these two frameworks that are already there. The outcome of this entire exercise would be, you could prioritize use cases, which one should go first, which one could wait, which are not really required. So when we create a to-do list, it's also important to create not to-do list. And this is the first thing that will happen. You can capture your requirements better. You can capture your risks better. What gets captured, gets communicated, gets signed off. So you are not the only one who is like risking your own credibility in the organization or with your customers, but everyone has agreed to it. You have thoroughly gone through it through audits. You know you are ethically responsible. You know that compliances are followed. So at the end of the day, possibly there will be less risks. We need to create a strategic roadmap for the for our entire AI implementation. We need to group initiatives by short term or long term. What needs to be implemented first, what can wait. Clearly indicate how each one can help business goals. Build in the feedback loops, so you can go through beta implementation, check for more feedback, iterative builds, and that's how you can release and ensure appropriate governance is followed. Turn your AI strategy into reality. So now is the time when you are going to, whatever you have done on papers, you are going to convert it into reality. For this, start small. Start with what is easy and then deploy quickly. When you deploy quickly, you can start getting feedbacks quickly, and according to that, you can build on more. So go into an iterative process and choose narrow problems that could be solved within limited number of people. Evaluate your KPIs. So evaluate your KPIs, evaluate your ROIs. There are some hard ROI, there are some soft ROI. What are hard ROIs? Everything around money is hard ROI. My return on investment. Yeah. Soft ROI, what is the impact it is building? How happy are my customers? What is the kind of user delight in the applications that I have rolled out? So these will be some of your soft ROIs, and depending on that, you can check whether it's a win-win or what are the areas where you need to improve. So that's all that I had to present. I leave you with this thought: how can you ensure such a framework works for your organization? So thank you so much for listening to me. I think I am on time. I am at 2:29. So if there are more questions, if there are any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to answer. Or we can connect. You can put a mail and you can scan my LinkedIn and we can talk over there as well. Any questions that you would like to ask?
When you said which ChatGPT had failed 21 candidates,
I think ChatGPT failed 21 candidates. Yeah, okay.
what
Yeah.
would be the reason?
The reason was still evolving. If some of you know, some of you might not be knowing ChatGPT or might not be using it, or you may have just heard the name. But these guys were already using it in their geography for everything. Where can I park my car nearby? Like these were some of the common questions. And they used ChatGPT to find the answers of some of the common questions that were asked in the exam, in the Activate 13 exam. And when they appeared in the exam, by the time Activate 13 became Activate 22. So there were new questions. Of course, that was one reason why they failed. Second one was that they were highly dependent on the answers which ChatGPT is throwing, rather than going through the PDF, reading it by themselves. But I think now, like I keep testing it, now it is much more mature because there are many people who are using it. There's better data quality that has gone into generating these answers. So do I answer your question?
Yeah, today someone uses ChatGPT. Can they all pass? Is it accurate?
I cannot answer that.
Curation of data.
Yeah.
Or is it that SAP opens up the ChatGPT?
I think, okay, I'll answer it because I have the answer for you. I think because of these reasons, on 1st December 2024, which was not very far, I'm not talking about once upon a time, SAP stopped two exams, which it was offering, CR001 and CR006. Those of you who have written the exams would know. SAP stopped these exams in 3 geographies: South Korea, China, and none other than the spearhead of all the technologies, India. So, yeah, so now you cannot even attempt the exams as such, like how you were doing it. So let's see what's in the store. Yeah, please.
Since I saw your LinkedIn profile,
Okay.
since you come from the delivery management perspective,
Yeah.
how does this AI help for us as a project manager or a program manager?
Sure. In our own projects that we are doing at SAP, now that things are moving to more of a AI ecosystem, possibly we should know what we are going to propose to the customer, what we are going to deliver to the customer. As a project manager, one of your teams is into AI implementation. Possibly you can guide them better if you are AI literate. So we cannot, actually, if you look at our roles, we are delivering what is there in the market, whatever is hot in the market. We are no longer delivering SAP ECC projects, unless some of you might be keen to do that. So it's very important as project managers, delivery managers, to be aware of what's going on in the market. And now we cannot say that any of these technologies will not use AI. That's another thing. So, yeah. Any more questions? If not, we can you can scan the QR. That's my LinkedIn. Send me a connection request so that we can exchange messages if needed. And if you want this deck or if you want more accelerators that I use in the workshop, you can just send me a message and I'll be happy to send you the kit. And you can do this workshop in your premises by yourself or call me. I'll charge some money. Some of the use cases. Yeah, that's the problem again. See, all this started from there because people were collecting use cases. They were not collecting कि मुझे क्या चाहिए. Yeah, where is the fire in my organization? They are seeing, okay, another 𝗕𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃 sari, okay, and they want to do it over here. So Mahindra and Mahindra are doing great use cases in automobile. I am pretty sure that I cannot bring it to 𝗕𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗀𝗃, right? As instead of biscuits, I'll be giving them spare parts. So don't go by use cases, create your use cases, see what are your pain areas, try to see if AI can solve it, and it's okay if AI is not able to solve it. Thank you. Those sitting at the back, if you have any questions. All right. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you when I see you again. Thanks a lot.